Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I, I'm not just gonna say it like it's a big secret. I don't understand what's the point of seeing all this truth and knowing what's gonna happen or knowing what's supposed to happen. Better yet, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm not a fortune teller. Um, but I don't quite understand what's the point of seeing when nobody around me can see with me or even know what's happening or even care what's happening. There's a lot of people that don't care about anything I have to say about anything. The only I can't unsee it. Like, I want to unsee it. My eyes look like I'm like a robot. I'm not a robot. I, I, that's bothering the shit out of me. I, I don't, I don't want to see anymore. I don't want to know. I can't red pill anybody. I can't even point out facts without looking insane, without looking like I'm going mad. My brain injury is running away with me. Holy fuck, sedate me. I don't want to know anymore. I don't want to see. I I I don't want to see. I don't want to point out to my son the things that are wrong with how he's being brought up or questioning the narrative that is set for his life or even my daughter. I don't want to know. Like, I was reading this anonymous thing on the 8chan. I figured out how to use it. And like he's he's questioning Q2, like, why are we here? What is the point of this? Like, why are we here? Why do we know? Like, to put it in your terms, why are we awake, Q? Like, what is the purpose and point of this? Like, I'm a Twitter warrior. I go on Twitter and tell the people to knock off their bullshit. Like, I shut them down. Like, they don't even respond half the time. Well, the one chick responded yesterday and I tore her all apart. And I told her, I said, you can feel the way you feel. Say whatever you want about me. My purpose is to let you know you're being fooled. Like, you're being fooled. Like, they're making a fool of you. And she quit responding to me. Like, I don't want to know anymore. Like, it's like the saying goes, you don't have to pay attention to politics. Politics will pay attention to you. I really I don't want to know anymore. I don't want to see. It's ruining my life. Like, this fallen Q. People call Q people crazy, the Q crazies. I'm a Q freak. I'm not no fucking crazy person. I'm a freak. And so I'm a Q freak then. But I don't want to be. Like, why is this happening to me? I get a brain injury and all of a sudden I see everything. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't want to know. I I follow along somewhat. I click the links and read the story. I listen to the soapbox and all them kind of things. Oh, and X22, I want to know what's happening with the money. But the Patriot Hour and the soapbox and stuff, they read the news articles on the cue board, so I can just follow along, because I see double. It's hard to read. So, I watch YouTube channels to read me the news because the fucking box lies. I don't watch the box. Um, and when it comes to some stuff, like the Q does stuff or whatever, I notice patterns and I pay attention to patterns. Destroying the Illusion was saying that the other day. He was talking about shills and their patterns. I think I'm a Trump shill. I'm a shill for Trump. I think that's what it is, because at the end of the day, the human part of me, or like the I still act like a liberal. I still do liberal things. I'm not gonna change overnight. I'm not gonna all of a sudden wear pantsuits. Could you imagine? Uh, 92% of the time you'll catch me in my robe. I'm not even gonna lie. You're not gonna catch me in no pantsuits. But my behaviorisms are still kind of liberal. I'll be loud in a restaurant. I'll be crazy. I don't care. But my views are more liberal or more conservative, my bad. I was watching Trey Gowdy's sermon the other day on the Freeman channel or whatever, the channel called Freeman. He does Trey Gowdy everything. I love Trey Gowdy. He's a fucking Doberman. Anyways, I was listening to his sermon and he said, "Are you a Republican or Democrat that happens to go to church?" I interpreted that my way. Am I a liberal or a conservative who just happens to be spiritual? Or am I a spiritual person that's going through a traumatic change in life and choosing to be different than what I normally am? And I'm still thinking about that because like I've went on a spiritual journey that landed me all the way on the other side of the country 2 times. One time I landed in Philadelphia and ended up in prison. And the other time was more recently. I ended up in Oregon with Mormons. That was a good time for me. I was doing God shit, doing God things. And I was okay with that. I was in a church full of hypocrites because I wanted to be non-denominational Christian. That's no. Don't no. I won't be religious anymore. I did the Mormon AA meetings a couple times. Um like I didn't have a bad time. I have 3 Mormon Bibles. I have a Christian Bible. I have some Hindu and Buddhist books, and I'm pretty okay at meditating sometimes when I want to. Um so I've had a lot of spiritual journey, well, not a lot, a couple spiritual journeys. Um so like right now at this point in my life, like a lot of things are connecting with me. Like the Mormons believe Jesus came to America. And, well, if he did, cool, because that means he loves America. I'm cool with that. But then, like, going along that thought pattern, um, it gets me into, well, like, if all this stuff is true and our government's been trying to kill us off for generations, um, and right now, is like the turning point. We could go either way. Um, it leads me to think the good guys are gonna win. That would be Trump and his team. So going along the same logic as Mormons, or at least what they believe. I know Mormons who don't think this. Um, going by the Mormons' way of thinking, or at least what they believe, God's on our side. Jesus is on our side. So leads me to think we got nothing to worry about, right? Because the light always shines over the darkness. And it seems like the Democratic Party has embraced the darkness and the hate because I chose to be Republican. I don't hate anybody. Like, there's some people that aggravate the piss out of me, but I don't hate them. And, like, the people that did this kind of thing to me, I don't hate them. Even when people scream at me on Twitter, I'm sorry you feel that way. My only job is make sure you can see they're making a fool of you. And most of the Republicans I know, like even my dad, like he's in the category of troll that Trump's in. Like, forget about it. Like, my dad is a master troll. And my dad's a Republican. And I think he calls himself a Jeffersonian libertarian. Uh, so, or Jeffersonian liberal. And to me, that's Republican because all growing up, I'd have to read Rush Limbaugh and listen to talk radio. Like, oh my God, it was horrible. And my dad always says, like, if you're not a liberal in your 20s, you're you're crazy or you're heartless. And if you're not a Republican by your 30s, you're stupid or something like that. It goes along those lines. And what was I saying? I don't remember. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah, my dad's a Jeffersonian liberal. So all growing up, like reading Rush Limbaugh and listening to talk radio was horrible. But like, I don't know. I'm not even sure what to say because I guess I had a spasm. I don't know. But like, I, oh yeah, like I was reading this, I was reading this thing from this Anon on 8chan. And oh, I already told you that, didn't I? I I don't know. Oh, the 7-year-old girl that died of dehydration. That's the father's fault. Like, I don't care what you say. That's the father's fault. They had food trucks. They were giving out money. How did that girl not get water and food? They're giving out money and there's food trucks. Like, what was that father doing the entire time? Like, seriously. Other kids made it. Other kids are standing at the border. There's people throwing their kids on at the top of the wall there, and they're perfectly fine, fat little kids. How did this one girl, one, how did this one girl die from dehydration? How does that even happen? It doesn't happen. That girl was a meal ticket for that man. That girl was a meal ticket. That's not Border Patrol's fault. That's not ICE fault. That's not the military's fault. That's not the hospital's fault. If she's so dehydrated that the IV they give you as soon as you get into the ambulance, that IV of liquid, if that doesn't work, that is definitely the parents' fault. Let America, Marcus Faisal, Marcus Faisal, left in a closet, dehydrated, malnourished, I'm pretty sure. Because that's when I had my kids, when they were young. Then people went to jail. I lost my kids for having a roach, like a little weed thing. Like, I can't have my kids. Some shit happened. They threatened to tase me. Yeah, bitches, bring it. But how is that man not in jail? Like, what's even happening? Why are they blaming a third party for the first party's actions? Personal responsibility is a real thing. I tell my kids that all the time. I do. Like, don't lie. Don't say you don't know. Just say you did it, get it over with. It's easier to tell the truth than to keep up with a lie. People call me blunt and disrespectful. I'm not blunt and disrespectful. I'm honest. And I will tell you the truth. Like I told my sister-in-law she was getting wide. But it was in a sexy way. Like, like perfect. Just saying. And like, you can tell somebody the truth. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Like, can you see that? Okay. Like, you can tell people whatever you want. Like, you can say, you're a piece of shit, motherfucker, and I hate you. Or you can say, you're a piece of shit, motherfucker, and I hate you. Like, it doesn't sound so mean. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Like, and you don't even have to listen to the other person get mad. Just walk away. Like, you have the option to do that. And if they hit you, hit them back. Or call the cops if you want to be scared. Whatever. Do what you gotta do. Anyways, I just wanted to say that. Have a great day.